المثقف، يعني هناك عدد كبير من المثقفين يتفقون على أنه الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية فشلت في تصدير الديمقراطية الأمريكية إلى العالم.
Look, I think it's a more complicated story than that. If you think about America's broader influence over the last 75 years, I think the United States has had a very powerful effect in spreading democracy around the world. Look, people forget, but if you go back to 1970, Spain was a dictatorship, Portugal was a dictatorship, Greece was a dictatorship. So there's been a huge push forward. All of Latin America were dictatorships. Today, all of Latin America are democracies. If you look at places like Taiwan, South Korea, Malaysia, you know, there's been a huge transformation, and much of it has happened because the leading power in the world was favorable toward these ideas, encouraged these ideas, put it this way, if the Cold War had been won by the Soviet Union, this would look like a very different world. Just like if World War II had been won by Nazi Germany, this would look like a but you're right to say there are many cases where the United States failed. And as you know, I've written about this, it is cases where the US tried to push democracy in societies that were not ready for it, as we were talking about the sequencing. So you go to a place like Iraq, which does not have the background, does not have the tradition, has not built up the liberal institutions, has three divided people, the Kurds, the Sunnis, the Shia, and you create a mess. And maybe it's getting a little better.
في هذا السياق